Hey everybody, it's me, JTJ, and I'm coming at you with another King of the Hill review. Today's episode I'm reviewing is Snow Job, which was directed by Adam Kaufman and, as per usual, supervised directed by Wesley Archer. It was written by Cheryl Holiday, Alan R. Coleman, Alan Freeland, Jim Dotrieve, and per usual, it was story edited by the late great Johnny Hardwick. And as per usual, it was created by Mike Judge and Greg Daniels. So this is an episode I actually like. I really like it. I even have a memory of watching it with this friend of the family's who was being funny at the time. She was basically saying, yeah, I like watching shows with a creepy old man looking at naked women. I like looking at naked women. And then my cousin Hayden responds with, I know, right? Isn't it the greatest? I just remember that and I'm like, Jesus. Okay. That's not what the whole episode was about. Calm down. But anyway, so it's basically starts off with this family winter picnic at Strickland Propane or this Strickland. It was some kind of picnic event, and it really opens up with basically a snow happening, and it becomes aware that everyone at Strickland Propane is going to be busy because they're going to be busy selling that propane and delivering the propane to their customers, basically. And, well, Hank thinks when his boss gets an infarction, which I think is just a fancy word for heart attack. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that one. Not touching that one. I'm not a doctor. But basically, Hank thinks he's going to be put in charge of the company. Instead, Buck puts this dumbass who has a business degree. And yes, on paper, a person with a business degree sounds like they should be running your company. But here's the thing. They don't have experience with your company. You want someone experienced running your company. Just saying, that's just common sense. I mean, yes, a guy with a fancy business degree might be good to assist the person who you put in charge of the company, but he ain't gonna know jack shit about running that company right out of college. Just saying. That's just my personal take. I mean, I had a cousin who got a business degree, and I don't think he could run a company just straight out of college when he got out. In fact, he had to help his dad out a little before he could, essentially even get the job he has now, which is selling forklifts, which I hear pays pretty well. Not bad. But I'm not talking about that right now. So basically, Hank finds out Buck, he doesn't use, all his appliances don't use propane, which is fair. Most people's appliances don't use propane. People aren't obsessed with propane like Hank is. But when Buck comes off like a guy who says propane is the best thing to use, like it's something any man should use the way he says it, he should probably be using propane appliances. Just saying. But then again, he's probably a cheapskate, and we kind of find out what kind of person Buck is in this episode. We don't really get that in the company man, weirdly enough. Except that he was willing to talk to Hank while he was on the toilet, which is something I would never do in a million years if I was someone's boss. Just saying. But, yeah. What would I rate this episode? I think I'm going to rate it a 8 6.7. It's a pretty good episode, and I like how it ends. Even though I don't know entirely if that's true, that you can drive something has hazardous material using a tow truck. I mean, it sounds like a loophole on paper, but it sounds like it's still illegal to me. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that kind of thing. But till next time, stay tight.